Welcome back, everyone. I finally got the Hulk Hero Pack. I've been waiting for it forever. The post took so long to deliver it to me. Let's dive right in. I've not seen any of the cards for this yet, so let's have a look. So, as always, a nice little insert. So this is going to be an aggression build, which is kind of obvious really for Hulk. Kind of saw that coming. Nice post on the other side. Saw some guy get these posters and have them all framed from each hero pack, which is a really cool idea. It's really nice. They're like A4 size, so get some A4 frames, you can frame them, that would look really good. Let's have a look inside the cards. Oh, will that new card smell? Okay, so the hero side for Hulk. So he has 0 fort, which is unusual. 3 attack and 3 defense, which is quite strong. On the hand size of 4, which is similar to She-Hulk. Massive hit points of 18. He has the Enrage, Force Interrupt, so when your turn ends, discard your hand, which is quite strange, so that'd be weird to play with. So the alter ego side, Bruce Banner, with a recovery of 4. Experimental research, action, draw a card, choose and discard 1 card from your hand, limit once per round, and he has hand size of 5. So that's pretty cool. Similar to Spider-Man, similar to Captain Marvel. You discard a card from your hand instead, but it's pretty cool, pretty interesting. Not really sure what this card in your hand's going to be so useful in this, but we'll have a look through and see what it means. So we have 2 copies of Crushing Blow. It's an event for 1. Spend only strength resource, pay for this card. Hero action attack, deal damage to your enemy equal to your attack. That's pretty cool if you can pump up Hulk to give him a good attack. So you can basically attack anyway, and basically attack again for free, well, for a cost of 1, which is pretty cool. In any enemy, so you could hit a minion and the villain. We have 2 copies of the iconic Hulk line, Hulk Smash. This event for 3. Superpower. Hero Interrupt. Make a basic attack. You get plus 10 attack for that attack. You pay this card using all the strength resources. Attack against Overkill. Plus 10. Wow. You don't need many cards in your hand when you're attacking for 10. That's going to end most villains quite quickly. That's really powerful. Problem is, though, you've only got 4 cards in your hand, so it's going to be quite tricky to pay for that. You can discard your entire hand. We have 2 copies of Suborbital Leap, which is an event for 3. A Superpower Fort, so this is a hero, so he's got a Fort card here, so this is how we remove threat from a scheme. So remove 3 threat from a scheme, 5 instead, you pay for this card using only strength resources, so there's a lot of strength resources synergy in this deck, so technically it's 5 threat for a cost of 3, which is very, very good. That's really cool. One of Hulk's classic moves, the Thunderclap. It's pretty cool. It's event 3, and it says choose up to 3 different enemies, deal 3 damage to each of them. That's really good, especially against say Claw or Green Goblin. With all the Goblin minions out to get rid of all them. That's a cool card. I like that. 2 copies of Unstoppable Force, which is an event for 2. So it's a hero action, ready Hulk, you pay for this card using all the strength resources, draw 1 card. So I think all the cards so far have the strength resource icon, so that's some good synergy of this. That's pretty cool. Ooh, Limitless Strength. Spend only in hero form and you get a 3 strength resources, which is really cool. Physical resources, sorry, that's pretty smart. Okay, we've got a support here. Banner's Laboratory for 2. Bruce Banner gets 2 recovery. Alter Ego Resource, exhaust this card to generate a mental resource. Not physical, but okay, we'll see why that may be in a second. 1 copy of Boundless Rage, it's an upgrade for 1. Hero form only, it's plus 1 attack. After you change form this card. Okay, so probably get bonus to stay in Hulk form as long as you can, to more damage and rage. We have, this is the last card in the set. A movable object, upgrade for 3, you get 4 hit points and retaliate 1, which is really, really good. That's going to be good against Ultron, all the minions. So they're all the Hulk cards. Really interesting so far. Pure aggression. These are the aggression cards that it comes with. Okay, so we have Brawn, Amadeus Chow, Champion, Gamma, ally for 3, 5 health, which is quite a lot, 1 foot, 1 attack, and after he attacks with threat from a scheme. That's really good, so you can attack and scheme, attack and thought, sorry, in the same move, which is really cool. Okay, we have another ally, Sentry, Robert Reynolds, cost of 4, 2 fort, 3 attack, 5 health, which is pretty strong. After is playing under control, these have 1 encounter card, so a bit of a drawback, but He's very strong, so that's pretty cool. Oh, we have She-Hulk as an ally. That's pretty nice. Jennifer Walters. Cost of 4. She has 2 thwart, 1 attack, but she gets +1 attack for each damage token here. So the more damage she has, the stronger she gets, which is going to be pretty cool. So she could potentially attack for, if you had 3 damage, for 4 each time, which is really good. Okay, we have 3 copies of Dropkick, which is an event. Hero action attack, deal 4 damage to an enemy. If player's card using only physical resources, stun the enemy and draw a card. Wow, that's really good. I like that. Just a shame the hand size is so small, but that's a really cool card. Going to be handy. We've got 3 copies of Toe to Toe. So this is a hero action. Choose an enemy. That enemy attacks you. Deal 5 damage to that enemy. So that could be pretty good against a weak enemy, or if the enemy's stunned, because the stun will cancel the attack and you can do 5 back to him. That could be really good. For a cost of 1, 2, that's pretty handy. Plus the Hulk having a lot of health, that can be useful. 3 copies of You'll Pay for That, which is a hero response event. Thwart. After villain attacks, move 1 threat from a scheme for each damage you took for that attack, maximum of 5. That's pretty good. That's especially combined with that card, so you're going to make them attack you. Remove threat from a scheme and then damage the enemy again. That's pretty cool. Classic card, Power of Aggression, just generates 2 resources only for aggression cards, which is a staple when you're playing aggression deck. We have 3 copies of Marital Prowess, which is an upgrade skill. Max 1 per player on any player's control. Exhaust Marital Prowess, generate a physical resource for an attack event, which is not bad, considering all his cards boost our physical resources. 3 copies of To the Rescue, which is an event for 2. Thwart, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Nothing too fancy, but considering we can't thwart much, it's going to be useful in this deck, I see. Okay, we have obviously 3 copies of the double resource card, which is what you should have in most decks, to be honest. Avengers Mansion, everyone knows this one. You just choose a player, draw a card. Halley Carrier, cost of 3. Choose a player, reduce the cost of the next card player plays by 1. Classic card from the core set. So that's the basic Hulk deck. So now we have the obligation card, which is Inner Demons, which is pretty cool. So if you Bruce Banner, select your cards from your hand and call obligations. That's going to be pretty annoying because we have quite a short hand size. And then if you Hulk, exhaust your hero. So it's not too bad, but the Bruce Banner form is quite annoying. Scoring 2 cards is quite irritating. So this is obviously his Nemesis set now. So we have Abomination, which is a really cool artwork. 6 health, 2 scheme, 3 attack. After it attacks you, discard top card of your deck. If it was a physical resource guarded, take 2 damage. So that's pretty annoying because in most deck is that resource. So we have the Total Destruction side scheme for the Nemesis set. First card removed from the scheme while Abomination is in play. It's an extra encounter card symbol, which is pretty annoying. 3 copies of Clash of the Titans, which is a really cool artwork on the card. That's really impressive. The enemy with the highest attack attacks the hero, or ally with the highest attack. First player decides. And attacks are made this way, this card gains search. It's basically an extra attack, but the highest attack of the enemy attacks you. So it could be the villain, could be a big minion, who knows. And also that's the card telling you what's in the whole deck, which you get of all the packs. It tells you what's in the deck. So that's the whole deck out the way, which is pretty cool. Can't wait to see how that plays. And these are the generic cards that you get into the deck, obviously. So we have 3 copies of Beat Cop. So this is a support for 3. Exhaust Beat Cop. Move 1 threat from a scheme to here. Exhaust and discard Beat Cop. Do 1 damage to a minion for each threat here. So it doesn't say he has to be in a hero form or alter ego form. That's pretty handy. It's a Justice card. So 1 threat from a scheme per turn is pretty good. If you really need to, you can discard it, exhaust it, and deal 1 damage to many of each threat there. So the first action alone is pretty impressive. That's really good. So now we have the leadership card. So we have Inspiring Presence, which is play only if your card has the Avenger trait. Hit 1 damage from an ally and ready it. That's pretty good. So only costing 1, 2. That's going to be pretty handy. That's going to be a good leadership card. Okay, protection card. It's going to be either heal or defend in some way. Let's have a look. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. So with cost of 1, any place control max per player. After you defend it, it's attack, deal 1 damage to the attacking character. So that's pretty good. Going to be good in a Captain America build. Combined with Retaliate and his shield, you can just defend constantly and use this. I'm going to put that in my Captain America build. It's going to be really good. Can't wait to see that. Oh, a vision card. So upgrade 1 resourceful, discard resourceful, generate a wild resource, which is pretty handy, and it's a wild resource card too. So ultimately, this deck looks really interesting, and I can't wait to play it. In fact, I'm going to play it now. Okay, so a quick sleeving up because I've got real OCDs of the cards. I'm ready to play it. I'm going against Green Goblin. Pretty much recommended sets of Goblin gimmicks, standard form. Got Goblin Fall in play, unleashing the mutagen at the top. Now his set's ready. The deck is just shuffled, and this is basically the recommended deck as it comes. I've not changed anything. I've just shuffled it and ready to go. Without further ado, let's crack on and see how Bruce Banner plays. So we're going to draw up. So we get 5 cards. Okay, let's just have a look. So we've got Power Regression. So I can play that down straight away for extra resource. Helicarrier, sorry. But I think I like the extra resource. I think I like this extra attack upgrade too. So we're going to go straight for strength. Let's go pure power. So obviously the Goblin falls in play first, and it has the guard keyword. It means we can't attack the villain until it's defeated. So if he has an action here, I can draw a card and discard a card. So as much as I like Helicarrier, I might draw a card and maybe discard that. So I've got Drop Kick. Yeah, we'll keep that. So discard Helicarrier, we'll keep that. So we're going to flip him over. So also I've got to discard my hand when I'm finished. So what we're going to do is, let's see. First of all, let's get this upgrade down. So we're going to pay that for 2. And we're going to get the Marital Prowess. This lets me exhaust it and generate a physical resource for an attack event, which is going to be good. So I've got to discard my hand after this, so I've got to be careful what I play. So let's see. Yeah. Right, so we'll discard this. Let's play this. Extra attack. We'll just swing at the Goblin Thrall. Let's get rid of this. Ready up. Discard my hand. And draw up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the Mansion. It's going to be quite hard to play that because I've only got 4 cards in my hand. Crushing Blow. That's pretty good. Extra attack. I really want to. We're going to go for this. We're going to go for the ultimate 10 damage. I can't believe it's 10 damage. That's a lot of damage. Literally. So, play phase is over. Past the villain phase. So, first step is a threat on the main scheme. He's going to attack. Now, I've got a lot of hit points. So, I don't think I need to defend this. So, I'm going to be. It's going to put threat on the main scheme, but we're just going to go for damage. So, it's going to be 2 plus 1. That's 3. So, down to 15. We put 1 threat on the main scheme. And counter card we get drawn is Indable Goblin Thrall. Great. So, let's see. Unfortunately, I can't do my Hulk Smash on that. I really want to do Hulk Smash, but I can't. Actually, I get Overkill. Right, so let's go for ultimate, just smashing damage. So we're going to 1, 2, 3. Could save that, but I can't play, I don't think. It's no point. So exhaust that. So 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to make a basic attack. We get plus 10 for that attack. So we're going to do 13 damage. And because I pay for a physical resource, I get Overkill. So 13, take 3 off that, and that's 10 straight to the villain, which is a massive amount of damage. So down to 6. Unfortunately, I can't play this because of that. Oh, I get plus 1 attack, so it should have been extra 1. So that's 15. There we go. Just got down to that. Ready up and draw. 2, 4. Okay, so we might go for the suborbital leap because that's going to be on 4 5. Yeah, we'll go for that. We'll keep the scheme down and just keep attacking. So, villain phase, we had a threat to the main scheme. He attacks. I'm still going to take it because I've got so much health. So that's 3. So I'll take 3 damage down to 12. 1 threat on the main scheme because he damaged me, and the counter card is a Pumpkin Bombs. Attached to the villain after he attacks, discard it and take 2 indirect damage. I could pay 3 physical resource and discard it, but I don't really care about that. Right, so do I go for that? Do I go for that? Let's see, so could stun the enemy. I could just. I want to keep the scheme down, but at the same time, it's just so much damage to do, and stun as well. You know what? Let's screw the scheme. We don't care about the scheme for this. This is Hulk. He just wants to smash. He just wants to destroy stuff. So we're just going to play drop kick. So 1, 2, 3. So 4 damage to an enemy. So he's down to 1. Oh, so that's coming in. Pay for that. So I stun the enemy and draw a card. So he is stunned. I draw a card. Fortunately, I can't keep that card. After the attack shooting there, doesn't make a difference. And then I'm just going to attack. So straight away, what's that? Turn 3, we killed stage 1. So when revealed, I get 2 extra encounter cards. Put to the side, don't forget. Back up, hand discarded. I can see why discard your hand of Hulk because he's really powerful. So we have 2, 3, 4. So we could ready Hulk. We could remove 2 threat from a scheme. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so the villain's turn. So it goes on there. This is flipped. So all that happens here is it gets +X where equal number of goblin enemies in play. So currently it's just +1 per turn, but it starts on 4, which is quite tricky. So we'll keep an eye on that. So he's up to 18 health now. Doesn't attack because he's stunned. So I've got 2 encounter cards. So we have Caught Off Guard. It's got an upgrade our control. We'll get rid of this because I need that for the extra resources. Protective Healing. Healing heals health. You can't heal, so again Surge. Goblin Thrall again. And finally, Goblin Soldier. So we've got some minions out. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this. I don't want the minions out because they're going to make the scheme cut faster. So that's perfectly timed. Let's do a Thunderclap. Let's get rid of this. Let's use our massive Limitless Strength card to pay for Thunderclap. Shoot to 3 different enemies and deal 3 damage to each of them. So technically it's not an attack. I'm not doing attack one thing, so I bypass the guard, so I hit 3 to each of these. So 3 to this, 3 to this, and 3 to the main villain, down to 15. I like using the dice rather than the damage counters. I just think you can just see the damage. It's less mess as well when using dice. I just prefer it. What else have we got? So I could ready Hulk and draw a card. So I technically attack twice or keep an eye on the scheme. Attacking twice are getting down quite far though, but the scheme, You know what, let's attack the Goblin Soldier. Get rid of this to keep the scheme from going up too high. That and that to pay for Unstoppable Force. Draw a card, make a difference. And attack again, down to 12. Okay, there we go. And that's our turn over. Draw cards, 3, 3, and 4. Well, that's a weird draw. Oh, we've finally got an ally. We've finally got an aggression card. We can play something different. So, only +1 to the scheme because there's only 1 goblin enemy in play. Attack and damage. So, only 2 still. We're going to take this. So 2 plus 2 is 4, which is down to 8. So it's getting a little bit hairy, but that adds a threat to the scheme. And the encounter card is Reinforcements. Place special threat here if each goblin minion in play. That's none. It's only 2, and it gives an extra encounter card per turn because of the encounter card symbol. Okay, that's not too bad. Not too bad of a draw. So we're obviously going to pay for this. We're going to get Brawn out. So we're just going to use, because I don't need that, I'm just going to get rid of these 2. We're going to pay for Brawn, so he costs 3. Now when he attacks, move 1 threat from a scheme. It's going to be really cool. It's really handy. Let's attack with him first. Put 1 on him. So 1 damage and 1 threat from the scheme. We're going to attack with Hulk, getting down to 8. We're going to stay in hero form, keep that scheme getting too high. We're going to discard a hand, and then we're going to draw up 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I can use this finally now. So I can do 3 damage with that, or 5 damage. If I do 5, I could potentially might win this early on. So first of all, 1 threat on the scheme. Oh, I should have took damage from this last go, sorry. So I should have took damage from that, so my bad. Down to 6. I forgot about that card, put it in the corner, I forgot about it. I'm still on 6 lives, I'm still okay. So 1 threat on the that's 1 threat on the scheme. So he attacks. I'm just going to risk it. I'm just going to let him let him go through. I could defend with this, I suppose, but nah. So I'm going to take that. So that's 2. I would play that, but I need to play Thunderclap to get the extra damage and all the toe could be handy. Yeah, I'll leave that. So 2 plus boost. So just 2 damage. And counter card is another Goblin for all. Well, Thunderclap's going handy again, perfectly timed. Okay, so we're going to exhaust for a resource. 2, 3. Thunderclap, 3 damage to 3 enemies. So gone, and down to 5. We're going to attack with him. So that's down to 4. Move on threat from a scheme. Oh, we could have killed him if we didn't have that upgrade gone. Oh, shame. We're going to swing with Hulk, getting down to 1. Ready up. Discard our hand, obviously. It's pretty annoying discarding your hand, but I haven't changed form once yet, so it's pretty good. So 2, 3, 4. So we can move threat from a scheme. We have to rescue and the strength. So we're pretty much set here, I think. So what we're going to do is he's going to put threat on the scheme. He's going to attack. I'm going to use Brawn to defend. Declare as a defender. 2 plus. Wow. Yeah, that probably would have killed me. So that's gone. After this activation ends, shuffle cards into the counter deck. And then we're going to deal after a counter card. It is monster. You are stunned. Take 2. Oh, great. That's annoying. Okay. So we're stunned. Hasn't got guard, so we're okay. It's actually really irritating. That stunned us. So we're going to have to. Let's see. The scheme's a bit annoying. So we're going to pay 3, suborbital leap, move 3 from a scheme, 5 you pay for physical resources. So that's that taken care of. We're going to attack to get rid of the stunned card, because we can't actually attack. And then we're going to pay 4 to the rescue, remove 2 threat from a scheme. I should have extra encounter card. Let's go. I forgot. So, high 20 hit points on the Goblin Guard attach. So it'll be this. Yeah, that's that. So that's gone. Right, so ready up. Right, so it's going to be quite tricky now. Should I flip to hero form before my turn ends? Let's just. Yeah, I'm going to have to flip to hero form. The scheme's on 1. I've got to flip. So we're going to flip over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's see if we can do this. So here's go. So 1 as a goblin enemy, so it's actually 2 on a scheme. That's X. It's going to scheme for 2 plus 3, 4. So scheme for 1, 2, 4 in total. Plus here's 1, so let's put a 5 on that. That's an 8, that's quite high. The Gatwa card is against Surge, don't scheme. Okay, so Goblin Nation. Each goblin gets +1 attack. Okay, it's not too bad. It's not the end of the world. I've got no guard enemies in place, so we're okay. Okay, so we should be in the clear here. So I'm going to draw a card, discard a card. Don't need that. Ready him over. Let us just swing for the win. 3, and he's gone. Forgot about the goblin. What's it called? The overrun encounter, but it only put the glider in play. So pretty good so far. It's only a standard form so far, but 15 minutes defeated. Only changed to alter ego form once, so it's a pretty good deck so far. I'm going to be doing some two-handed solo plays. So let me know in the comments who you want to see Hulk play with. Maybe Hulk Captain America, Aggression Protection build could be pretty fun. Hulk Doctor Strange could be quite good. Aside from the board game reviews, Lord of the Rings card game playthroughs, I'm also going to be doing a Marvel DB top list. So I'm going to look at Marvel DB, which is a website that gives you the best user-generated decks. Look at the very top of the decks and playing them and ranking them based on what I can think, how good they do. Some really good builds in there. coin for you guys to see, because it's really interesting. You know, you should use that size. It's an interesting size. It lets you build decks. I've used it quite a lot. It's really fun. And that's it for this opening and playthrough. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave any comments you want to know about this deck, and if you want to see, and thanks for watching.